The Distillery District in Toronto is a historic area that dates back to 1832. It originally housed the Gooderham and Worts Distillery, founded by James Worts and William Gooderham. The distillery quickly became one of the largest in Canada, producing large quantities of whiskey. At its peak, it was the largest distillery in the British Empire and one of the biggest distilleries in the world. By 1869, it was producing around 2 million gallons of whiskey annually. During its prime, the distillery had its own railway system, a fire department, and even a private power plant. The area also included warehouses, offices, and facilities for the distillation process. The distillery's products were shipped globally, making it a significant economic driver for Toronto during the 19th and early 20th centuries. By the mid-20th century, however, the demand for whiskey dropped, and the Gooderham and Worts Distillery closed its doors in 1957. The buildings were left abandoned and deteriorated for several decades. During World War II, the distillery was still operational, but faced challenges as production slowed. It is reported that some of the distillery's output was repurposed for military use. However, its role in the war effort wasn't as significant as other industries in the city, like shipbuilding or aircraft manufacturing. In the 1990s, developers began repurposing the buildings, preserving the heritage while turning the area into a cultural and commercial hub. In 2001, the Distillery District officially opened to the public after a major restoration. Today, the area houses galleries, restaurants, shops, and cafés, while maintaining its Victorian industrial architecture. The distillery's architecture is noteworthy. The district has one of North America's largest collections of Victorian-era industrial buildings, including the Tower Building and the Cooperage Building. The area is a National Historic Site due to its architectural and historical significance. Famous people connected to the area include James Worts, who is often credited with the success of the distillery, and William Gooderham, whose vision made the distillery into a major industrial success. An interesting fact: in February 1834, the wife of James Worts, named Elizabeth Gooderham Worts, died during childbirth. Elizabeth was the sister of James Worts' partner and brother-in-law, William Gooderham Sr. Several weeks later, Worts committed suicide by drowning himself in a well located on the grounds of his own company. During its peak, the area employed thousands of workers, many of whom lived in the surrounding neighborhoods. Interesting fact: the Distillery District has become a popular spot for filming. Movies like Chicago and The Time Traveler's Wife have used the area for scenes due to its vintage look. The district's historic appearance also makes it a favorite for photographers and tourists. The Distillery District is a mix of the old and the new. It is a key part of Toronto's history and has successfully transitioned into a modern cultural and artistic hub while still holding on to its